Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Europe's smartest airport, how Istanbul is shaping the future of air travel.
This is one of the most advanced systems in the world in air cargo. There are 3 layers and totally 17,300 positions.
If you've ordered anything from Europe, the Middle East, or Africa, chances are it's passed through this facility. And where the skies have always been a gateway to the world. One of the centerpieces of this gateway is this $12 billion mega project. Its mission, redefining air travel. It replaced the old Atatürk Airport, offering a cutting-edge hub designed to handle over 200 million
if it's still
passengers a
there.
year when fully completed.
The Atatürk?
But Turkey's aviation routes run deeper than steel and concrete. Today, Istanbul Airport isn't just a transit point, it's a statement. A bold reminder that in aviation, like in history, Turkey is always the crossroads of something bigger.
Oh, they
But
pronounce it as
Turkey's aviation
Turkey.
story didn't begin.
Well, yeah, the country changed its name. Officially now it's Turkey, yeah. So,
With mega airports and high-tech terminals. I'm here at Europe's busiest air hub, Istanbul
but you know, it's interesting because it changed in the English name. Like in Lithuanian, it always was Turkey. And like even with Czech Republic, in English it's been Czech Republic, now it's Czechia. In Lithuania it's always been Czechia too. So it's just English, I guess, was different pronunciations.
International Airport is a global gateway for millions of passengers who are either passing
like a
through or
mall.
visiting
It
Turkey,
does, yeah.
rightfully earning its nickname, the world's meeting place. But it's also a logistics superstation where millions of tons of
Oh,
cargo
too
are
late.
shipped
Wow,
all around the
no
world.
running.
That,
Oh, he's late. He's late. You're late.
that's the downside with big airports. Like if you're not in a rush, it's nice because you can explore, you know, a lot of
Yeah.
places to see, maybe do a little shopping, maybe find something to eat, cute. But you in a rush, oh no. If it's like a short layover there, like you have an hour, oh boy, you better run.
It started modestly in the early 20th century with pioneers like Vecihi Hürkuş, who built and flew Turkey's first indigenous aircraft. By the 1940s, commercial aviation took off at Yeşilköy Airport, a small airfield which was then on the outskirts of the city.
Hello, London. Your flight PA1 just landed Istanbul.
Mr. Bond, teşekkür ederim.
Renamed Atatürk Airport in 1985, it became the beating heart of the country's air travel boom. But as Istanbul grew, so did its air traffic. The old airport, struggling with overcapacity, had to make way for something bigger and better.
They have Turkish Airways?
Yeah, Turkish Airlines, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's a big airline. I think it's a sponsor of EuroLeague.
Ooh.
Airport. A project so ambitious it required moving the entire airport's hundreds of planes, thousands of tons of equipment in under 33 hours. Truly a Herculean effort. April 6th, 2019 became known as aviation's Great Migration. But just months later, the world came to a screeching stop.
The breaking news, stay at home. That is the order tonight from 4 state governors as the coronavirus pandemic spreads.
Breaking news. The first death from coronavirus here in the United States.
We're in the middle of a crisis of
What a wild
potentially
time
epic
that was.
proportions. COVID-19 has disrupted our lives.
The COVID-19 pandemic grounded flights all around the world, but Istanbul Airport became a lifeline, transforming into a global logistics hub, coordinating medical emergency shipments, and even launching one of the largest repatriation efforts in history.
Oh wow, so they're measuring the people's temperature as they're walking by. That's like this one, this frame
Even
here.
launching one of the largest repatriation
You see the 33 degrees. It's like, I guess it's the temperature of the people or something. Wow.
Is he,
efforts in-
sick?
I think so. Yeah, that's so interesting.
history, if intimate to vision and ambition. Today, at nearly 1.5 million square meters, the world's largest terminal under one roof operates more than 300 nonstop flights
Oh wow.
to just as many
Largest in the world. So even in the States, you don't have anything like that. Wow.
destinations, serving nearly 90
What's the
million
biggest in the
passengers
state?
annually.
California?
Chicago, maybe?
Chicago?
Oh, here. Oh, no, no.
Really?
Atlanta. I think it's Atlanta.
Atlanta?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
In 2024, it soared to the pinnacle, collecting numerous coveted awards from globally recognized organizations. Beyond the awards, the numbers tell the real story. Nearly every metric has surged, reaching over 380 million travelers since it opened. But an airport this massive doesn't just run, it orchestrates. Thousands of flights, millions of passengers, cargo, logistics, security, all
You know what I
moving in
don't see
perfect.
is the belt, the straight belt.
You know, I only seen it here in the States.
They don't have that
I've
abroad.
never seen it in Europe. I'm not saying they don't have it. I never encountered it in Europe. Yeah, I only seen it here in the States. Yeah.
Synchrony. But behind the scenes, there's a nerve center.
I think, you know, for the most part, European airports are small compared to American, so you don't really need it. As I said, like in a big airport, if you're in a rush, that helps.
Yeah.
European, for the most part, I guess maybe I haven't been to like an airport like this in Europe, so maybe this one would have it. But usually the airports are fairly small, so you don't. It's unnecessary.
Command post where everything comes
Or
together.
those people in the
airport
golf carts that help take people.
Same thing. Never seen it.
Operations
Again, smaller size. You don't need a golf cart. You can walk.
Control Center, or APOC. At the helm of this high-tech hub is Fatih Mete. After nearly 2 decades managing Turkish Airlines' operations, he made the leap from airline to airport, bringing with him the precision and pressure of running one of the world's busiest hubs.
Şimdi burada uluslararası standart.
The Airport Operations Center here, or APOC, operates above international standards. The APOC is the oldest place in this airport, because before the airport was opened, the APOC was the only place that was ready and operational. Every other construction finished afterwards. We managed the airport being moved here. After that, you know the pandemic took place. During the pandemic, operations like settling people in dorms were carried out here with the Governorate and the Interior Ministry. And later, we experienced the February 6, 2023 earthquake. APOC played a crucial role in coordinating humanitarian flights, organizing aid deliveries, and managing passenger evacuations. Also, we have a long, detailed plan for the anticipated Istanbul earthquake compared to the other emergency response plans. Managing crises and making correct and proactive decisions is vital in an emergency response center. Of course, having a detailed plan isn't enough. It needs to be tested in certain periods. Until now, we have successfully completed our drill and our plans worked with zero mistakes.
Belki bir paragraf olarak geçer ama.
In late February, Istanbul faced one of its heaviest snowstorms in years, with accumulation reaching up to 40 centimeters in some areas. This
I didn't know it snowed like that in Turkey. Wow, you know, I always think of Turkey as like a summer destination. That's kind of where you go, like in the summertime.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know it snowed like that.
And
in
a lot of
Turkey.
snow,
Yeah,
too.
Wow.
was enough to paralyze any major metropolitan area in the world, with roads becoming
I don't
impassable
even think they have
and
snow
daily
like
life
this in
severely
Lithuania. You don't see anything.
You do, but it's looking
is
like
big.
Lithuania here, yeah.
disrupted. Despite these challenges, the airport's proactive measures prevented a potential disaster, ensuring that essential flights could still operate safely. I asked Fatih how the airport was able to keep the runways clear and planes moving.
Malum geçtiğimiz haftalarda
As you know, we had snowy weather here at Istanbul Airport last week. Like in previous years,
Last
we
week?
handled the snow operations with zero setbacks. Of course, not having a
This just
setback is
dropped.
not a coincidence.
A
During
month
the
ago.
recent snowstorms, we activated
So
our
yeah,
mit-
it makes sense. It was like early April, so we probably talked when they were filming. This was, I don't know, March-ish. So yeah, it makes sense.
Meteorological Emergency Committee, bringing together all key stakeholders inside the Airport Operations Center to ensure a coordinated response. We used our 27 active monitoring systems to track weather patterns and make proactive decisions, whether that meant adjusting flight schedules, deploying additional de-icing teams, or coordinating with ground services to ensure runways remained operational. Remember, there was heavy snow in 2022. Having the roads to the airport ready for these conditions is also important. Otherwise, our efforts here at the airport might be ruined. So, every single ring of the chain must be strong.
aksaksız yürümesi.
Fatih told me that Istanbul Airport is in the final
That's interesting saying every single ring of this chain must be strong. I understand what he's trying to say, but we don't have expression like that in English. I think
Every chain.
every ring on the chain must be strong. So, you know, I think that's like an expression in Turkish. Because for us, you know, like they say the weak link of the chain. So it's like this must, I think that's their expression. Interesting translation.
stages of a plan that will make aviation history by launching simultaneous takeoff and landing operations across 3 runways, a first for Europe. This groundbreaking system, currently implemented only in select U.S. airports, will significantly enhance efficiency by minimizing operational delays, maximizing fuel savings, and boosting flight efficiency. That also translates to more passengers received at the airport. That's what's happening out on the airfield, but inside the terminal,
Whoa.
Well, this is beautiful, yeah, but this is interesting. So you basically take off, and like a couple minutes later, somebody lands in the same spot. That is
Tight.
tight, like so much, very little room for error. Wow.
Istanbul Airport
Like, not very little. There's no room
Yeah,
for,
you-
like,
you
no
see
room for
someone
error.
there, you gotta
yeah.
circle back.
is much more than just an airport. It's a destination in itself. Step inside and you'll find a space designed not just for transit, but for a grand experience.
Wow,
A
it's like
world-class museum showcasing Turkey's rich cultural
Oh.
heritage, giving travelers a quick trip to the past if you couldn't see it in the actual city. A fully
Wow,
serviced
that is so cool.
That's actually cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
Because sometimes when we might not have the time, but you have time
Yeah.
at the airport, like you
Yeah.
just
But then can you
It's
say
pretty
you
cool.
were in Turkey? Does that count?
no, you weren't in Turkey, but at
You were
least
in the airport.
you can learn about the country a little bit.
spa. That's where layovers turn into luxury. And for the anxious traveler, therapy dogs, ready to offer a moment of calm before takeoff, or maybe that facial that I missed over at the spa. From art to wellness and so much more, Istanbul Airport isn't just moving people, it's redefining what an airport can be. And it takes a lot of technology for all this to come
It's been
together.
a while since I had
Dr. Reha
candy.
Chitin is the systems manager for Istanbul
Me too,
Airport,
since I was a
and I
kid.
asked him about some of the standout features of this air hub.
This is the most known digital airport in the world, maybe,
I only
because
like
we are
it when
very
it's
new
fresh. I don't like the what's in the package. It's different.
and we are born in digital. What is the meaning of the born in digital? It means that we have a supply our customers, means our passengers. They can try the best passenger travel experience on the digital side in the world in our airport. When we decide to travel anywhere in Turkey while using Istanbul Airport, I can start to
I wonder what he means by digital experience in the airport.
access to airport via mobile app, for example. And also we have another option for disabled person. We have a voice tab.
Oh, I guess they have like an app with a map and everything like that. That makes sense.
App,
I'm surprised other airports don't have that.
opportunities. Via our mobile app, you can follow the signs. That this is the first solution in the world.
I wonder
in
if
airport
what
for
we
the-
have is like just for the airlines itself, but not a main base for the whole airport.
Here in the States?
Like a app with the
Oh,
directory.
the
and
app.
all that stuff.
I think that will have to be like an airport app. Yeah, like JFK app or MIA app.
Mhm.
disabled person. There is another opportunities. We have a very smart queue management systems. We are using the cameras and the image processing and artificial intelligence to understand the density, to show the service level, to increase our service level by the help of the AI
Oh.
capabilities.
When you're talking about an infrastructure that uses that many people, how important is technology and cutting edge technology, specifically artificial intelligence, when it comes to security?
We are born in digital. That's why our infrastructure, there are many layers between the digital sides. Mainly we have 3 layers. One is the security and safety, the other for the aviations. Third one is the classic IT or ICT infrastructure. Our infrastructure is so strong and so flexible for all services because we are very new when you make a comparison between the others. That's why we are using this advantage for our passengers and passengers experience positively. It means we can easily adapt to new technologies. You mentioned about the cutting edge technology like Gen AI, like chatbot. We have a very strong chatbot applications. You can interact via WhatsApp applications. You can ask
That's
some questions to
interesting.
our chatbot. This is the robot.
Wow. Okay, so now I understand what he's saying about digital experience. So I guess you can chat with like a AI chatbot online that work like as a employee. If you have any questions about the airport, they just tell you the answer. That's interesting.
Software robot, and that robot will reply via natural languages because it's powered by artificial intelligence engine and the NLP capabilities. And the third is there are many cameras around our terminal areas. That cameras images will be processed by the help of some algorithms for safety, for optimization, for creating new business by the help of collecting data from the cameras for other IoTs, and we can combine each other and we will create the correlation between the data.
Dr. Chitin said it, this airport is big. But it's not just big, it's absurdly big. The kind of place where you can walk for...
Oh, look. They had it.
But it's not just big, it's absurdly big.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they have it.
The kind of place where you can
Yeah,
walk
the
for
guy,
what
he
feels
needed
like
that.
miles and still not get
running
any
late.
closer to your gate. At airports, the feeling of being lost or disoriented is all too familiar, especially when the clock's ticking and your flight's about to leave without you.
Beyond those doors is American soil. You are not to leave this building.
And then, just when I think I might end up living here forever, I meet a savior. A service robot gliding effortlessly through the crowds, here to guide the lost souls of air travel to their destinations.
Oh, so it's not just like the stands how we have like at the malls, or where this, like a robot that walks around. Cool.
Prefer speaking to someone with an actual pulse, a live operator can help you as well.
Wow.
That's the situation at ground level where millions of passengers
yeah.
move through the terminal. But
Oh, that's
beneath their
nice.
feet, another world exists. An underground network where millions of bags embark on journeys of their own. And the roads on this journey make up some of the smartest networks in the world. Every suitcase is scanned by an advanced security system that can detect explosives or hazardous materials before they ever reach the plane. This part of the airport is an area that you've probably never seen, but is crucial for its operation. Behind me is an underground highway, an automated system that can handle up to 200,000 bags a day, making sure that your luggage arrives on time, but perhaps more importantly...
You know what I like watching is How to Catch a Smuggler. Ooh, this reminds me of this.
...are free of any dangers to the aircraft. But security is just the beginning. With thousands of flights crisscrossing daily, bags have to be sorted with surgical precision. Istanbul Airport does this with a color-coded system, with final destination luggage taking one path and transit baggage another, ensuring connections are seamless and no bags are left behind. It's a symphony of belts, sensors, and scanners, all working together, keeping the chaos of air travel in perfect rhythm.
We have one system, one baggage handling system over 42 kilometers, but in just one route. So that means we are not separating the transfer bags or the check-in bags. We are using in the same system, same processing. All transfer bags are coming from the plane. We are putting from the transfer input and merging with our departure system with our ICS, how do we call individual carrier system. I mean, in Istanbul Airport, we have early bag storage area, but generally people love to call it baggage hotel, as you see. We have 10,800 early bag storage capacity, as you see in here. So if you are early if you do the check-in earlier, doesn't matter, we take your bag, store it in here, till the plane plate number.
You've set up a system like this. There's a lot of moving parts. I'm sure you must be very proud of the low number of luggages that are actually lost or sent to a wrong destination, right?
Exactly. I can say, I don't want to give the number, but I can say it's like zero, zero, because of fully automated and because of the ICS system advantages, because we are able to track every movement of the
Why she
bag.
can say the number?
Well, because she probably doesn't remember off the top of the head, and she doesn't want to say a lie and then, get called out. Oh, she lied about something, she exaggerated. So she just, kind of be like, it's close to zero, it's close to nothing. But so this is interesting. So basically robots decide everything. I wonder how it works like in the less modern airports, like here in the States, for example.
Yeah, bag handlers, people. in the
You
back.
think like people are carrying these bags though?
They put it on a little truck and then they take it and then they unload it and throw it.
They have trucks here too, but like in terms of sorting, I wonder how sorting works in like here.
I think there's a person.
You think a person's actually looking at the tags and sorting it?
No, well, the tags probably have like big indicators to kind of have an idea which lane to put it in.
Yeah. So you think the person is doing that?
It is plugging in somewhere. We are able to
Because for there to be air, that means humans are involved.
save the bag, I guess.
If a motor goes bad, does it hold up the entire system? Talk to me about some of the redundancies. And also, I'm wondering, how do you repair certain parts?
This is our system advantages. We have full redundancy. I mean, if you see this area, we have just one module, but we have second module, third module for the redundancy. If we need any preventive maintenance or corrective maintenance, It doesn't block our operations. We have 7/24 operation, but our preventive maintenance fully planned before the operation time. And it doesn't block our system because we have full redundancy. Just one line is damaged or failed, it does not matter. We continue the operation from the other one.
Beneath the terminal, the baggage system hums with precision, but back up above, another transformation is happening. One you can't necessarily see, but you can surely experience. And the experience is all about redefining your journey. Facial recognition at security, AI-powered wayfinding, a completely touchless check-in experience.
Wait, so security is by facial recognition, it's not people? That's interesting. Oh.
This is more than an airport. It's a digital ecosystem designed to make travel flawless. And behind this continuing transformation is Sadvet Aydin, the airport's chief commercial officer. After years working in nearly a half dozen international airports abroad, he returned to his home country, not just out of patriotism, but because Istanbul Airport represents something bigger. A place where the future of air travel is being built.
When we come to digitalization, our airport has three main strategies. The first one is, of course, for the convenience and comfort of the passenger. It is basically getting the digital products and putting into e-commerce units. It's reachability. This airport is a unique property where there is so much traffic and time is limited. So it's not only making people see your product, but it's also making people meet with the product at the right time. So our passengers doesn't have much time. So your product has to meet with the passenger, but it has to meet at the right time. So digitalization helps us basically on this matter. The second important thing is investing on the technology, the highest technology, the newest technology, the technology that makes the passenger more comfortable. We're doing this with robotics, with AI. There is so much algorithms behind what we do, operationally and commercially. And third strategy is omnichannels are very important in digital platforms. We're investing on omnichannels to make sure that we personalize the products for every single passenger.
If I'm here, passing through, or if this is my final destination or a transit point, how does what you offer make my life easier?
Well, first of all, let's rewind a little bit back. 10 years ago, what you said was exactly what it was, what airports were doing. It was a transit point. It was a place where people just passed by. But demand and supply has changed. The airlines are no longer putting direct flight as much as they used to. So the passengers are relying on hubs, on transiting points. And Istanbul Airport has seen this about 6 years ago and invested on all this what you see in our airports. We have created a comfortable zone. We have created a shopping mall. We have created airport hospitality.
It does look like a mall though.
Yeah.
Like the stores, and it looks like something you can go like on the weekend to shop around. Yeah.
Title Airport Hospitality has introduced by Istanbul Airport about 7 years ago by our CEO back then. So we have created a building which is very fast moving, which has so much comfort zones, easy access, but at the same time you can enjoy your life here. You can spend a week, I guarantee you can spend a week, 24 hours without getting bored in this airport. So this makes us different. So when a person wants to travel from Japan to Argentina, and there's no direct flight, they look at which hubs, which transit airports they can go to. They check all the details. Is it family friendly?
I can see that.
Is it easy access? Does it have enablers? Does it have enough restaurants, shopping alternatives, or simply a place to sleep without paying anything? So this airport has everything intact, from A to Z in airport hospitality.
In addition to the passenger experience, there's another vital artery of Istanbul Airport, and that's the cargo section. Here, it's not just about people on the move, it's about powering commerce with precision and scale. Enter Turkish Cargo, a global heavyweight that connects over 300 destinations and moves millions of tons of freight every year. The airline's cargo operations have been engineered to handle everything from perishable seafood to pharmaceuticals, from flowers to electronics, all while keeping pace with the relentless demands of international trade. At the heart of this operation is Smarties.
It looked like freight
Airlines is
too they're doing.
What do you mean?
Like, this look like freight.
Yeah, these are freight.
I thought they were just focused on people.
No, this is the separate like department. It's every airport has like the cargo department, but this seems like very big cargo.
State-of-the-art digital platform. This isn't your run-of-the-mill tracking system. It's an intricate network that leverages sensors and robotics to monitor and optimize every package, pallet, and parcel, or as the industry jargon goes, ULDs. Workers are even trained on VR units, utilizing the latest digital breakthroughs to ensure that everything is optimized and nothing is missed. Murat Yalçın Kırca is the VP of Global Cargo Operations at Turkish Airlines, and he showed me around the underground labyrinth of anything and everything when it comes to automated cargo systems.
Actually, in air cargo industry, generally the technology is quite old. Most of our competitors are using technologies 40 years old. While constructing this building, we decided to make it smart. By what? By installing some systems like pallet container handling system, automated storage and retrieval system. This will give us an advantage to reduce the human errors and
that's honestly what it's giving me. It's giving me like as advanced as, because that's kind of like Amazon, why they're so successful is the technology advancements. This is giving that.
Make a flow which will improve the efficiency.
Not all cargo is equal. Not everything is a dry good. Some require to be stored in temperature-controlled environments. You have various kinds of cargo. But using technology, which I want to get examples from you, just streamlines the entire operation, doesn't it?
The air cargo is a different industry. Generally, the most valuable shipments are being transferred with air cargo. Namely, only 0.5% of all the international transportation is being done by air cargo. But the value of that transportation is 35%. It means that we are carrying the valuable shipments and time-sensitive shipments. That's why we need to make a time-sensitive operation and we need to give the customers what they are looking for. We are transporting the flowers from Kenya to Europe for Mother's Day, for Valentine's Day, or we are transporting the animals from one location to another, and you need to be fast in order to arrive at the destination and make customers satisfied. 50%, almost 50% of all our transportation is being done by passenger aircrafts, and the remaining 50% is being done by freighters. And using that much passenger
I thought
aircraft.
they do that separately, like at a separate location. I didn't think at the same location it passed through.
No, they have the same. Like there's certain airports dedicated to cargo, yeah. But
because we have a saying in Miami, if they cause like a commotion in Miami Airport, that means another area they're able to move.
For cargo,
Like the illegal stuff.
Oh, yeah, Opalaco, for example, there's a lot of cargo going through Opalaco, but cargo is also going through MIA. So, like, cargo can go through multiple places, but usually the airports do handle at least a little bit of cargo too.
Normally makes our operations job a little bit harder, but it gives an advantage to us as well. We are flying to most destinations than any other airline. It means that the customers can use our services more than our competitors, and the passenger aircraft is better for us for revenue making. Why? Because for freighters you are bearing all the costs related with flight, but in passenger there is already a passenger demand, there is already a passenger revenue, and whatever you add as cargo will be a plus in the balance sheet.
The aviation industry is taking off into a new era where automation and artificial intelligence are piloting the way. It's clear that when it comes to air travel, staying grounded won't get you too far. That's why innovation have made Istanbul Airport one of the world's smartest hubs, and high-tech logistics are driving Turkish cargo's global expansion. Well, that's it for this edition of Next Tech.
Okay, interesting. Wow.
Can I see the comments?
Istanbul new airport is truly the best airport in the world, the most connected airport with the most destinations, regions, cities served in the world. Turkey is at the center of the world. May Turkish Airlines continue to strengthen their long-standing position and continue to offer excellence in their services to their customers. Turkey is a modern and well-developing nation. IST Airport and Turkish Airlines are just two of the many great projects in the country.
That was pretty cool. Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And share as much kindness as possible.